Hey squad! Today I'm really excited because we are starting a brand new series for the month of August, and it's dedicated to specific areas of back to school struggles. So the first one we're going to talk about is buying your school supplies without breaking the bank. So today I want to share with you my 5 tips for finding school supplies without breaking the bank. These are not groundbreaking, it's nothing revolutionary, but I think that whether you are a parent of a preschooler like I am, an older child, or whether you are a teacher, I think these can all be really helpful tips. All right, so let's just hop into it. The first tip should be no surprise, and that is to check secondhand first. If you are not looking for school supplies at your local thrift store, then you really may be missing out on some good things that you can find at a really great price. I know at our local thrift store we have access to book bags, lunch boxes, pencil cases, folders, binders, writing utensils. There's a whole section for this type of stuff. The more areas of your life where you can start to integrate secondhand finds, and you can teach your children that that's actually okay to have these secondhand things, it becomes normal, and it's not something that they think badly of. It's not something that they look down on, and it's definitely not something where they feel entitled to have the best of the best with everything. And so I think that there's a big lesson to be learned there. I certainly try to instill that in my kids, so that would be tip number 1. Tip number 2 is that Dollar Tree will surprise you. If you have never bought school supplies at Dollar Tree, it might be worth your trip. I would go sooner rather than later because a lot of times things get really picked over. I was there a few weeks ago and I shared my haul on Instagram stories, but I found some things for Abram. It's really surprising the things that they have there. They have these Crayola Colors of the World crayons, and all of these skin tones are represented, which I just think is a really beautiful thing for him to have. I also was able to find him a sketch pad and then also a little tablet. Now the lines on this are a little bit narrow for him right now, but it's something that we can work on. Of course, I know some schools have specific supply lists that they want you to pull from, but usually you can get by with a lot of generic choices, so Dollar Tree may be a good fit for you. Also, Dollar Tree has a lot of really great educational toys, games, puzzles that you can utilize at home. So if you've not looked at that before, they have great matching cards. They have great coloring books and regular books. Like I said, they have puzzles and games. So a lot of times that's where we go if we need a little something like that. My third tip is to keep your eyes peeled all year at yard sales. If you have a child that is school age, then you likely know about what their needs are going to be. I haven't decided for sure if these are going to be the lunch boxes that I use for Abram, but we've used them for a few years now. If you followed me for a while, you've probably seen me talk about them. They're also in a summer favorites video that I did maybe 2 years ago now, and I will link that down below. But I found these at 2 separate yard sales. I think I paid $1/4 for one and 50 cents for the other. They act sort of like a bento box style where they have the multiple compartments. The only thing about them is that they do not hold liquid well. So I know if I send him something like applesauce, I will have to put it in something separate. But it comes in this container where you've got a larger thing that you can put your sandwiches, and then you've got this 2 here. And then this larger size is divided up a little bit differently. So definitely keep your eyes peeled at yard sales. Like I said, you can find things at yard sales all year long. And honestly, I think that sometimes the best yard sales are in the spring and then in the fall, particularly September. So if you are interested in yard sales, keep coming back because we're going to be doing a fun little challenge in September, and I'll tell you more about that towards the end of this month. All right, number 4 is differentiating needs versus wants. I can remember being in school and having that fun first day outfit, having a new book bag, having a new lunchbox. These things are all really fun, but it's also important to ask yourself and to make your kids ask themselves, do I need a new one every single year? Of course, if it's worn out, if it has holes in it, the answer is yes. But if you have something that's in perfectly good condition, then I would encourage your kids to continue to use what they have. This is something that I've tried to work with Abram on recently when we go to the thrift store. We talk about needs and we talk about wants, and we talk about how it's okay to have both, but you don't always need every single thing. So we talk about that comparison. I think that talking about it from a young age hopefully is going to foster that gratefulness and that contentment that I want to see in him, that I want to see in myself also, and we'll just carry that forward. And tip number 5 is if you buy something new, if you decide on a new book bag, on a new lunchbox, consider donating your old one. If it is in even at least good condition, there is someone out there that can probably benefit from that. All right, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that this helps you feel less overwhelmed about the financial burden if that is something that you're concerned about with your school shopping list. If you liked this video and you're looking forward to this series, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Next week, we are going to be talking about simple and practical ways to get out the door on time. All right, you guys, I hope you have a great day. I'll be talking to you soon.